Good morning and afternoon. Through here, back on. Mic not move. Okay. I may have to speak a bit louder. Let me see if the... Okay, how's that? That might be a bit better. It's always fiddly with the mics. You wanna cut out all that background sound, but you also want to get a a good clear voice. How are we all doing today? And now that I've finished eating, I can go enable sounds. And we're also going to get some Wurm Online music playing too. There we go, nice and chill. Okay, so today we're just going to be roaming around Pristine a bit, I think. Just chatting, discussing the how far the game's come in the past 10 years. 2009 is before my time, but I've been seeing some old shots and wow, it's really come a long way. Hello Willow, thanks for joining. G'day Sandro. Alright, I've got my my horse here, Harmony. I've been working in the mine a little bit. We've got the boat project going on, but you know what? I am a fan of a big mine, so I decided to tackle it and start building some scaffolding. I'm going to work and build that all the way out. I've also realized that... Oh, why is that light over there? How strange. I've also realized that a boat cave will probably need a way up, so that may be a part of it as well. And in here we can see my purple forge and archaeology and dissection. Bit of something in my throat. Alright, this is Wurm Online Troutsmith. If you beat the game, you were the first. Of course, heading out. It's always a shame when it starts at night, but the lighting is always beautiful too. Oh, one moment. Oh, you only built the Colossi of Venora. So you only did the tutorial. Yeah, mate, no, you gotta do all the gods. We recently, by recently I mean earlier this year? Or maybe late last year, I forget. Libella is now on freedom. So Libella Colossi can now be built. And I have sadly been blocked from being able to build one on my deed. So, funny story. I had to come meet Willow at Blossom Market. So I turn up here and I look across and see Impelong Express. Now, some older players may know that Willow was the original creator of the Impelongs. So I was like, naturally, this is her. A Caravel's rather ostentatious, and that fits her as well. And then it was made by Wurm. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I know, right? And then I'm like, Sophia, that's a pretty name. That's likely it. So I wrote over here. I'll answer your question in a second, Sandro. And it's like, okay, there's horse crates, so she's probably dropped off a few. Have a look. And this boat belongs to Pagseal. And I'm like, okay, I give up. So I asked her, where's your boat? And the response is, "A up me duck." And I thought, wow, I could not have guessed that. And of course we have, I like big boats and I cannot lie. You other sailors can't deny. when a girl walks in with a boat sails in with an itty bitty stern and a round hole in your face, you get sprung. Madness. Luckily you have 2.1 million Colossus bricks left over, but you're gonna have to resub. That you are. And you're gonna have to get to using those bricks because you'll also need 2.1 million clay. Drew Jensen, welcome to the stream. We are just roaming around Pristine at the moment. There's a couple of places I want to check out. We're going to head south and check out the deserts and the big areas there. And then maybe just wander around and chat about lots of different things. Things coming to the game in next update, or Calla Silver, welcome. Or is that Call I Silver? It's double L. The double L's confusing me. But yeah, and Jackal, the lovely land. Let's just we'll just wave to everyone there. Callie, okay, Callie Silver. I want to fight a developer about the deserts and the big areas there. Well, mate, you and me 1v1. I'll take you on. Well, actually, there's been a big change to how creature spawns are. So we will actually go check it out now. It is night, so you will need your infrared goggles, which of course are craftable at 90 jewelry smithing. But failing that, just the satellite imagery, which can be crafted with 50 blacksmithing, should be fine. Okay, so yeah, the creature spawn tables have changed a lot. Hi, HTT. It's not a proper green screen. It's thanks to Tycoon telling me about XSplit VCam. I tried it out, and it seems to work all right. It has a bit of problem with my hair, but otherwise it seems to be dealing okay. I've learned wearing lighter shirts is better. You know, as you can see, I'm even wearing a collar today. Like, that's total class for me. But yeah, it's quite good. I have been looking at maybe having like fairy lights in the background or not in my beard. But yeah, still sort of playing with it. Enjoying the green screen at the moment. My hair is too luxurious for it to comprehend. It takes a lot of time. Like, I sent out the tweet that the stream was going out and I had to go spend 10 minutes on my hair. I find having to have an extensive hair routine is a really good way of avoiding having to go out because it just adds more effort. Vergant, thank you for not having lights in your beard. I've been told it's going to happen whether I want it or not, so I just have to avoid some certain people. You know, it's one of those things that you sort of just got to accept. At Christmas, yeah, we'll do a Christmas stream and I'll either have chalk in my beard to make it white like Santa, or lights in my beard. Lights in my beard would be an absolute pain because I would essentially just have them wrapped around my face. Which doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Like, fun for you lot to watch, but... I don't know if she's the only one, actually. There's a few that like the idea a little bit too much. Alright. So, here you can see there's a lot of sheep here. Which doesn't really help me saying, oh, no, it's changed heaps. The Rift Lodestone, I think this was after the last Rift. Get a worm cap. Yeah, that must be one of the Rift ones. Because, ooh, Raging Lava Spiders. There's a new spawner in town. You know what that means? That means champions could be around. Is this a champion? Greenish. Ooh, greenish lava spider. So, when creatures spawn, if they come from a lair now, they have a chance of spawning with a random condition. So thus, instead of just winding up with... Okay, so we've got a scared scorpion we should take out first. Yeah, instead of spawning all with the same condition or with no condition, you wind up with a lot of diversity now across the things. And we've also brought the creature condition colours back. They're a little more toned down than they were before. Greenish is almost as good. I wonder why the actual sounds... I thought I had combat sounds okay. How odd. There we go. There we go. This is how you used to farm charcoal. It's still the best way to do it. 100%. Hellhounds, and greenish spiders. Especially now they give hearts as well. It means that it's absolutely great for alchemy. And we all know everyone wants to grind alchemy, right? I know you all do. It's a shame it's at night. We're gonna have to wait for the sky to come out, and then we'll spend a bit more time. Bugger off, you wolves. So what have you all been up to this week? What's been happening in your world of Wurm, or outside of Wurm? What's been keeping you from Wurm, if that's the case? And while I asked that, I do remember I said I'd answer Sandro's question, which was, let's just, in your experience, is it better to use a shovel or trowel for investigating loot-wise? 100% always a trowel. Basically, a shovel will make the action slightly more difficult, but it will cap what you can actually find. Trowel... You're better off just... I use a high-quality trowel and just go through areas on climbing. Because in the end, the difficulty is all over the place due to, like, you know, difficulties affected by age of deed, you know, how many deeds are on the tile, so many things, that trying to manage it with an outside item is not worth it. Plus, you get your loot capped. If you're using a high-quality one, you still get good skill, but you also are open to getting good items if you roll well. So yeah, 100% use a trowel always. High quality, COC, not Wind of Ages, and just turn on climbing and just go. Okay. NatchTT visited Jackal yesterday. Yeah, that is... The wilds of Jackal are insanely good. Alright, Axizon has built a village on Jackal, very nice. They're always fun. I've had a village on Jackal for a while. I haven't been on lately, but sleep during night, but have been in Wurm in evenings. Oh, that's always good. Alana ran out of things you wanted to do in Wurm, so you've not played for a while. That's a shame. What have you done though? What have you achieved in Wurm? Willow has been playing with yo-yos. That is a little bit sad. That's just a little bit... Ah, that feels good. Good eye scratch. Noticed the lava spiders on Celebration, and that was the rabid hyena. Yes. So we did update the the creature spawns, and more like we brought the old the hyena, the gorilla to Freedom Lands. That's the rabid hyena. As you can see, it looks like a hyena, but it has a lot of scars and such. And he doesn't look very friendly, but he is a passive mob. Not sure why. So I really like this deed, because I like the amount of, first of all, the amount of Valray epic buildings. But second of all, I really like the tiers in the background. I love that the Colossi of Venora is further up. And then you've got the archery tower perched above it all as well. I'm a big fan of using different different elevations in order to have a really nice looking area. Blood, skull, witch hat. Oh, this strikes me as, you know, something someone doesn't want seen. It's all very occult. And of course the chicken in a cage. Yeah. So I myself have been working on the project. We were streaming about on last week's or this week's stream. So I've been working on digging out that canal. I bashed the highway and started to do a bridge and got distracted, so the highway's actually been disconnected for 2 days. I was going to do it today, and then I thought, no one wants to watch a stream of a bridge being built. One of my best examples of Wurm Online with struggling to be a good streaming game was a guy streaming building a guard tower, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not falling into that. But, as you can see, the desert is now covered with scorpions, lava spiders, lava fiends. So there's some goblins around, hell horses, hell scorpii. I think there's crocodiles as well somewhere. But yeah, it's an absolute veritable huge difference in what's around. I don't plan on riding through fighting things, but yeah, as you can see, lava fiends, scorpions, and they've all got different conditions. Crocodiles, scared scorpion, normal scorpion. You can usually find a champ or two around. Anacondas as well. There is... It's huge. It's crazy. Zillion. The name's familiar, not off the top of my head though. Welcome back though. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we've got every different kind of hell bar soul demons. And you know, I have been pushing for, you know, a couple of Valray creatures to be roaming around on Freedom. I think it'll be quite fun. Been 14 years. Oh, I would not remember you then. I've only started playing about 2014, I think it was when I started. Yeah, 2014. And then I became community manager at the end of 2015. Hey Fox, welcome to the stream. It's alright. I've refrained from losing any deed on Wurm Online, so I'm doing better than Wurm Unlimited. So as you can see, desert spawns are vastly different. Slash playtime. My character is 2,358 days old. Drake spirits on Freedom. Yeah. Drake spirits and eagle spirits are a bit tricky. What I'd like to see is the models without the transparency and just have like drakes and eagles that are toned down, essentially. I believe there are several lava spider spawners in the area because this isn't normal. You always eat and drink before logging out. When do we fill up? When logging in or randomly? Ooh, that's an interesting question. I personally never remember to. I usually eat and drink when it's like, oh, I'm gonna go do this. Oh wait, my stamina and that is low. So that's when I tend to go, oh no, Raunchy Harbor's gone. To the, I don't even know where it is. I could not form any loot wagon. I'm a bit burned. This should be fine. I don't have LT. Young horse, that's right, we have wild horses. East Coast, canal to Paramount Lake. I think we'll keep heading this way. Well, I always have a bulk meal that I eat just for nutrition, just to keep my food up. And then I bought Shido's whole assortment of dumplings. Tomoka, when your stamina regeneration slows down too much. See, I've always avoided that. If I'm doing something that's like bulk work, I'll chuck a slice of pizza in the picnic basket, have a barrel of water, and just eat that as I go. So yeah, I usually, you know, every 10-20 minutes I'll stop and have everyone eat from the pizza. There's a lot of goblins around here. Now, I don't know if I'm on the right track to actually go where I was intending on going, so we may wind up somewhere else. I was going to show Imperial Rosenhaven or something. Summer Dreams Barbecue. This may be the way. Do you know? Yeah, we're in Imperial Rosenhaven. This is the way. Alright, so we're going to just ride up and around here. Because I really like this deed. There's a fair few beautiful deeds on Pristine. I think every server has their fair share of beautiful deeds. Some are just harder to find than others. Like, some will be well known. Like, Absy's deeds, always top notch. And everyone knows it. But others, they're sort of hidden away. And it's not until you find them randomly that you're like, wow, this is amazing. So we've got Zydrate Estate here, which is really nice. It's built like an actual fort. It's one of the only few deeds that I see wooden palisades on, and it really fits. Like, this just feels like an old school fort. Then you get round to the entrance. I wonder if I can go in. I don't know if I'm in their alliance or not. Oh, I can. And there we've got the wagons and the animals. It's just an amazingly beautiful deed. Who do we have to thank for this? Cade. Yes, I do actually. I am in his alliance, which is probably why I'm able to get in. And there we've got a beautiful wooden house. Which is strange, because I'm normally like, ooh, wood, but that really fits the aesthetic. So back to what I was originally doing. Over here. So, in line with Willow's question, I have another one for all of you watching. What sort of projects hook you? Like, when you're looking for a new project, what sort of hook do you look for? Do you look for something that is purely aesthetic, or something that's a lasting impact on the land? Or do you look for something that'll benefit you, like, you know, spend a bit of time to save time? Champion Rift creatures. Virgit says something that I think needs done. Is that in the sense of on your deed or in general? And yes, there is a lot of time gone into these fences. Like, this is what I love about these things. It's like, this is just beautiful. Someone's taken the time to put trellises up against the round pole fences, and they actually look quite nice. I myself have trellises against the pottery brick clad walls, and they always look really beautiful and fun. And over here we have the Waddy Fuddy, which is probably a Kiwi thing that no one else is going to understand. You've been considering redoing the Terracotta Army. 100% you need to. Absolutely. I want to be a part of that. So here we have the Shipyard, Tattered Sail and Tavern in it. That's a lot of Orioles. Like, I half wonder if the person forgot they were building them and just zoned out, because I've been guilty of that too. It is a very, very nice look though. Can we go in? Oh, that is the back door. Maybe we can go in the front via the actual entrance. No, it's still too early. They haven't opened yet. They've got the coming soon sign out the front. We got the warehouse. Lightning turret. It took me a long time before I started actually building roofs on houses. I was a very what's the word? I was a very utilitarian worm builder. I'd literally just throw up the walls and that was it. It let me sleep. I didn't need huge spaces for anything because that was just too much work and effort. I just had like the minimum, and then I've slowly become like bitten by the bug. And now we're in near Tori. Inn of the Sleepy Sheep. I love this already. Yep, the casual well, yeah, having roofs on houses before you had to make them, that's easy. Like, they instantly just appeared. And a beautiful spot. What I really do love, like, I don't think many people realize how often I use places like that. If I'm roaming and I can't be, you know, I can't make it home or I'm just too far out, I will actually park my horse and sleep in a bed there. Houses on uneven ground, yeah. I always remember the old tutorial where it walks you into one that's uneven and it's like, don't do this. Which I thought was amusing. And here we are with Respite Chapel. I don't know what else is here. We're just gonna go around. Ooh, that's a nice little one. High quality sack stuff. Draco's Respite. This is a nice little house. Like, this is what I like. There's forges above that people can work on. There's some cooking stuff. It's really good use of vertical space as well. And you've got that beautiful church look. I like the benches. Good choice, Draco. I don't know if that's your real name. Let's have a look here. Apparently I'm too far away to do that. Draco Nobilis. Is that like Noble Dragon? Come on, Bear, you're going down. Thibbledorf is in local, so let's find him. I don't know where exactly he is though, so we're on a Thibble hunt. Except I've just found fences. I am near a few Alliance members. They're currently talking about how I'm very close to them and how they're going to hide. So we're going to fix that. We're going to find them. We're going to give them their time to shine on stream. And we're coming up to... There are some houses here at the edge of the mountain. Stonehaven Manor. Who knows? Maybe we're close. Ooh, I like the pathway up. Troll can't follow me. Sucked in. And let's head up here. Stonehaven Workshop. So this is really interesting because this is built with the old plain stone. Not even plain stone, it's the old stone. This is an old deed. Who runs this one? Miney or Meanie. Because this whole continent is rock. Mayrin, okay. Rainstark. Warflash, I like Warflash, but Ossiostark's a nice colour. Copperteer, Zoe Copper. I approve that. I give this a 7 retros out of 10. New rating system, new deed rating system. And there's the trolls that hang outside. We're just gonna drift around this corner. Min Lee. My Lee. Mayron. Now we go through... As someone who's grounded archaeology, grounded? As someone who has raised archaeology, finding flat areas like this, absolute dream. You know there's been a deed here. You know it was probably old. You spend all your time going through it and it works out great. So that's Draco's Respite there. Thibbledorf, where are you? Don't make me... Oh, I'm in local of Sir Mayhem as well. I think this is their deed. long saddle. Now, of course, I've spent a few nights at Sir Mayhem's Deed. Again, a well-lit place. Probably with the new lighting, maybe not so many are needed, but oh, here we've got the cows. The bison called Kino. Kirk. You better not have any offensively named bison. And then there's the sheep. And some horses. Someone who was banned for auto-clicking once still allowed to create a new character. Yeah, first offense is the account is banned. You can speak with the GM team and find out where it stands or whether there's a penalty and you can get that account unbanned. At this point, like, yeah, if it's only been once and you haven't been told you are totally banned, that's fine. But as always, email support@wurmonline.com and they'll be able to help you the most. That's the GM team and they're great. They're there to help you. And don't macro. Oh. We found Sir Mayhem.
Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
We got him. Let's give him a pat on the back. Okay, metalwork area. Mason pottery. Metalwork area, I would not have a forge on grass next to a wooden house. That's just asking for trouble. Mayhem Farmhouse. I don't know why I said Farmville. Animals Mine Workshop. So this is a beautifully spread out deed. We have talked about on the stream before about having houses that have more purpose. Oh, that's creepy. Am I the only one that's creeped out by that? Like, a waving sort of tentacle just hanging through the wall? Breathing? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But yeah, the idea of having houses give specific purposes. Or allowing people to do more than just theme it. I love this little bridge too. I'm not sure why. It's just... Oh! We got Thibbledorf.
Well done.
Got him. Got him. Here we have Thibbledorf.
Hello, how are you?
And we have found them both. A job well done. Thibbledorf, of course, is actually a new member of the Wurm Online team. Working on a few bits here and there with us. And one thing that I have seen him working on, and that is coming soon, is the suggestion pinned thread about keybinds. There are a whole bunch coming with the next update, or the update after that, I believe. Things such as mix, embark on vehicles, disembark, a whole range, like absolutely. The mix one is something I'm looking forward to, and will probably lead to me grinding natural substances more. So I'm not sure how much I should look forward to it, but yeah, all those wanted keybinds are something we're actually going to be putting in. And I hope everyone's excited for that. Because more keybinds is more good. Old slow brown bear. Lava spider. There's a lot of lava spiders on this server at the moment. I'm actually pleased with it. I am on the lookout for a new female champ unicorn. Lava spiders. Or more good. One of the two. Let's fight this goblin. Got him. We're gonna chop his head off in one blow. Oh, straight in the left eye. Oh, there's apparently a mission to kill them. No wonder I've seen a fair few. Oh, right, yes. The other word I didn't include. More keybinds. So, we're adding a whole new range of keybinds. Let me see if I can find a list here of as many as possible. Okay. Just looking through our list. We'll also be adding the ability to remove the skins with an iron brush. Or a wire brush. So that suggestion about being able to remove them is being added. A lot of suggestions do make their way through. They just sometimes don't get like fully updated. Alright, so the new keybinds coming is light object, snuff, discard, place, lore, rename, spin, smelt, burn, crush and plant. Plant will now working for planting herbs and planters. Pick sprouts will now work on trellises as well. Hitch and unhitch will be one. Eat, taste, drink, call for help, disembark, embark as commander, embark as passenger, moor and raise anchor, taunt. And for spells, the spells that don't currently have one, such as Essence Drain, Land of the Dead, Summon Soul, Corrupt, Zombie Infestation, Purge, Toxin, Cleanse, Hypothermia, Focused Will, and Inferno will all have their own keybinds as well. well, it'll be the weapon skins. Cleaning up keybinds for remove spells. What spells were removed, Jew Jensen? I may have missed that. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with the skin system, Virgin. I assume you are? Because you've been still around and playing, haven't you? There is one skin I'm looking forward to. I have to wait though. I'm not allowed to show it off. Oh, you haven't heard the skins of Jackal? Well, see, things like that have led me to be an accidental mansplainer because I just like telling people and making sure people know about stuff, because if they're not excited, then clearly they don't know about it. I always enjoy that. You know, you mustn't have gotten my joke because you're not laughing. Let me explain. If you can't make them laugh, make them feel uncomfortable. Foe's touch Fenora's hand. Okay, I will add that to be removed. Ooh, a slow goblin. I'll add that to be checked out, for sure. I didn't realize that some had been removed. So yeah, I'll see about those spells being fixed up. Oh, another right eye hit. Them gobbos have big eyes. Easy targets. So one question I was having, or one discussion I was having with a friend is, what keeps you logging into Wurm? Why do you sit down and log into Wurm? Is it the people? Is it your projects? Or is it something else? And what would you like to see in Wurm in order to keep you logging in? I'll check into that, G. Jensen, and make sure it's updated. Friends, projects, insanity. Insanity is a big driver, like going like, you know what, that mountain, I want to carve a way through it. My first introduction to insanity in Wurm was the Magrenon Scar project, and it's still ongoing. I remember not being able to go because, ooh, we've got a young horse and a foal. So foals now spawn naturally in the wild as part of the new creature spawning table. It means that there's always going to be generic horses in available, because you'll either find the foals or you'll find them once they've grown up. Aged unicorn. This spot is my secret spot. It's amazing for archaeology. As you can see, all of these fragments are me. I'm an absolute little bug when it comes to here. And there we have the archaeology shed, which is mine. And in it, because it took me so long, I built a little bed. And I don't have a roof, and it's a 1x1 that just has a bed that I can log out in. Oh, what's on me? A sly scorpion. Yeah, let's move along. There is an awful lot of... oh, here we got the gorilla too. Look at that. Hello. Let's we'll just smile. You don't want to engage them. Angry crocodile bleeding. Why is it bleeding? Cut severe. Okay. Gorilla's good for it. They're mostly thematic creatures. We could go through and update the loot tables for them, which is something I'd like to do. They existed on PvP as like, oh, they're the creatures of Magrenon, but I would like to see some more reasons to have them around. Or hunt them. It is one thing I feel that we could add to Wurm a lot more hunting byproducts or reasons to go out and hunt these things specifically. Meat's a struggle until you've been playing for 3 hours. Then you never have to worry about it again. Okay. And here we have the other desert, which has, I think, the last rift. Yeah, they're a little bit violent. So yeah, here we have, the last rift was here, or several of them actually, because there's another lodestone there. And here we've got all the creatures from there. So once again, there's a lot of meat just sitting here. Pile of oleander wood. Why does someone not take that? I'll take that. Wow, okay. There's a lot of it here. Mind you, it's like 3 logs worth. But yeah, as you can see, there is the leftovers, the remains of a rift. Pristine rifts can be a little bit slow. There's usually only a small contingent of people. All right. Now I'm moving really slow because of it. 158 kilos. What else is so heavy? Oh, I've got a lot of nails. Yeah, okay. It's a well-used Pristine. Willow says, I log in every day to wait for my prince to whisk me off my feet. Been logging in since 2004 and still waiting. Oh, you almost made the prince, but sadly too many problems solved in the wrong ways. Makes it useless. And here we have another little random field of hazelnuts. Always good if you need some hazelnuts to come rushing down here. People don't always harvest them quick. I don't know if their intention is to harvest them, or whether they're just a thing that's here and exists. So, as much as I want this oleander wood, it's slowing me down far too much. And I've also got way too many nails. But I kind of need those nails still. I'm working on that scaffolding. So this is the other big desert of Pristine. So there's the desert here with a lot of steppe and tundra, but then on this side there's also just straight desert. There's Haven. And so on this one we have a lot of scorpions again. Hell horses. There seems to be a rat spawner nearby, which is always good. You dirty rat. Okay. We're still going pretty slow. Maybe it's just I haven't fed my horse much lately. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't have anything to feed you. You want to eat a heart? No, it's not very interested in lava spider hearts. Alright, well, we'll have to keep looking. All the creatures on me. So we're riding down to another Alliance member's deed here. Kasumi. Kasumi is... Oh, she takes such beautiful pictures of the land. If you don't follow the Wurm Online screenshots thread, they're absolutely amazing. Some of the pictures are really great. Others feel like people are playing on potatoes, but you know what? If you enjoy the game and you want to share your view, graphics don't matter. If you're having fun, that's what matters. And we're going through here again. All the I really like the diversity now. There's so many more. There's just like a lot of scorpions. There always were, but there used to be just scorpions and crocodiles. Now there's hell horses and hell scorpiuses and lava spiders and brisk goldens. They're a common spawn here. Where is it? Yeah, adolescent brisk golden. They're pretty common. And I'm copping like a fair few hits as I just walk away. A scorpion and a troll. Oh, wow, okay, a troll mauled me. Oops. So here we are coming up on Kasumi's Pristine deed. Now, I believe she's still got Greenwood on Independence, though I'm not 100% sure that was hers. Another greenish lava spider. And we've got Arvernian. So she's got 2 out of the 100,000 that Troutsmith was working on earlier. So she's clearly working her way through the tutorial as well. It really is just a beautiful deed. It feels very open and pretty. You've got the trellises for hops because she likes brewing her beer. And yeah, more hops trellises. And a beautiful, beautiful little... It's almost like a main gate to somewhere with like little rooms off to the side. And of course her absolutely huge creature breeding project. Walking south, he can't go north. What do we got? Rock Baron, Mountain Tom. There is no official presence for Wurm at E3. E3 is a very expensive event to attend. Not just for like traveling and such, but you have to pay a lot of money to get your game done there. I believe there was one at the once at the GDC in Europe, in Berlin. I don't know if it's called GDC, but yeah, tend to avoid spending a lot of money on those things because yeah, they're usually for AAA games or heavily sponsored indies. There are some rooms for, like, there is some room for people who just do small games themselves, but Wurm sort of falls into a weird category. It actually is an incredibly small indie game. For the fact that it manages an MMO, people tend to be surprised by. Because if you ask someone in the game industry how many people you need for an MMO, they will tell you you'll need at least a dozen or more. And Wurm has 4. Along with a volunteer dev team. Let me see, you've got Samul, Saruman, myself, and Rolf as the paid members. I really like that, it's so vaporwave. Cyan and pink, just, they're my favorite. And we have the little cottage. And the crafting hall. Let's go check out the crafting hall. Oh, we can't. She doesn't trust allies. This is so not fair. I feel like Eric Andre. Let me in! And of course, the absolutely beautiful use of colour. I'm a sucker for use of colour on a deed. So we'll probably ride around to another one of the big deeds and then call it there. So, Diseased Answift, sitting by herself in the deed. Happy Maestro, Sweetwing, Bloodcliff, Fantasy Run, Nafa Copper, Swift Brisk, Cloud Happy. The cows are planning something, look at them. Look at them all. You can never trust cows. And we got a chicken coop here. One thing that'll be happening is we'll be reducing the amount of amount of decay that food inside a container for the trough and coop will take. That'll be reduced significantly, just to encourage using it still. It shouldn't decay faster in the container than it does on the ground. So that's one thing we'll be adding. We'll also be adding, let's have a look if there's anything else, because I was having a look at it earlier today. We'll be removing traps from the rift spawn mechanics. So rifts that spawn will no longer have traps on them, and there'll be no more traps afterwards after, you know, they're gone. Which is good, because while it's fair game to reasonably expect to use barding on a horse while at a rift, you shouldn't, you know, be caught unawares just roaming around afterwards. Another greenish lava spider, but I feel that's too high up. We probably won't be able to make it. Alright. So we're just going through this lovely little lake here. Like, I always enjoy... Pristine's one of those places where you can roam around and just find somewhere and it's beautiful. And it's just really nice and quiet. It's the same reason I love Xanadu. You did miss the fun. Yes, you did. Or you more didn't wake up. I think you were falling asleep anyways. We got another slow lava spider. And a beautiful little lake down here. It's quite often that I just park here. Again, a lovely flat area there, and you're just like, I know that's good for archaeology. It's got water, it's got flatness, and it's got good hunting. So many deeds have probably been put there. I need to get new headsets that don't have this thing. But first, I've got... Ooh, there's another goblin. I got more important things coming. I'm getting a new keyboard for Christmas. I've picked up myself a mechanical keyboard, so I'm really excited for that. And I've also ordered new RAM, so that's going to be fun. Because I feel only running 4 clients was just not enough. It's always fun to come and Wurm. So here we have... I don't actually know this deed. I don't know whether this is decaying or... Well, it seems to be off deed, so it may be an old deed. I don't quite know. The armory. It looks half built, so I don't know whether it was a project that was abandoned or what. So now we're coming along near Darkness Falls. Now, Tuga has been a long-standing member of Pristine and has done a huge amount of the projects around Pristine. So I'm sure you can understand that this deed is pretty impressive. As you can see here, you've got Darkness Pond, which by itself is a beautiful place. I wonder if we can ride down this or if it's too steep. Yep. Okay, that's the horse entrance. So the armorer's den is parked out the front of Darkness Pond. Can I go through this? No, I can't. Yeah, we're not in the deed, so... We have the canal there that likely leads out to the sea, as most canals do. Old, scared, huge spider. Let's just, remember, he's more scared of you than you are of him. We head this way. The archery shack. So there's the north gate into Darkness Pond. I probably can't go in there. But yeah, again, lovely use of different material types. I've seen people try and it's not an easy thing to do. Some material types just clash. So it's important to have them correctly placed out that they sort of blend well with each other, you know? If they clash, find something that doesn't clash and have it between them. So here is Darkness Falls, with a whole range of champion creatures out the front, including champion werewolves from last year's Halloween, when a whole bunch of creatures went trick-or-treating. And we've got a huge amount of dead champions by the looks of it. So there's a nice graveyard. And we have floating skulls, which isn't creepy at all. And here we are on, or in, the main deed. So again, nice and open. It's quite lovely. I'm actually a big fan of that. With a lot of unique creatures stored. Champion troll called Big Daddy. Big Mama. They're disturbing and creepy. And we've got the roses on the dragon statue. That's really nice. I really like how that's done. And of course, a whole bunch of small deed tokens. And there's the Colossus of Libella. So, oh wow, okay. They've also got some big turtles. Leonardo, Evie, or Evie. That's a lot of horses too. Sometimes I feel that we don't have anywhere near enough horses. Gates of Hell. Can we pass through the Gates of Hell? Oh no. That's a beautiful... I've always been a big fan of the Libella Colossus. It's just been... It's the best one. Best one by far. And here we have the elusive rare storage bin penned. I imagine it's to have it movable. Penguin rotator. Penguini rotator. Yeah, so that's waiting for damage to hit 70. Dreams Chamber, made by Ninja Rubber Duck and Tuga. Buddha's North. Will snowmen be given out again this holiday season? We will be giving out something new. Every year we give out a different Christmas gift. I know people are still waiting for their gold coin spawner machines. But I don't know. What would you like to see as a Christmas present this year? While I fight this greenish hued spider. But yeah, we always aim for something new. The past few years we've been tying it into things that came out already, you know, like things that we felt connected to the year. There is a sculpting wand without a measly 60 soap limit. It's called a shovel and a pickaxe. I've not hit it yet. Why have I not hit it? I just keep missing. There we go. There's a solid hit. Let's get... Failed to move into position. I swear I'm a good fighter. There's something else on me. Oh, second hit killed it. Wow. So anything else fighting you basically puts you at disadvantage. So it gives a heavy penalty. Which is, you know, as someone who plays D&D, it's absolutely understandable. You are too busy trying not to open yourself to the other one too much. So we're just going to ride around here. We're going to go up and see, I forget what the name of it is, but it's MacGyver's Deed. MacGyver is an amazing community player. And I absolutely love their deed. It's very open again and has some really cool stuff. And also, as someone doing botanizing, this is really exciting and both equally terrifying because it's great for grinding botanizing, but 90% of what you're going to get is going to be acorns. Over the past few years, we've sort of been looking at, what's the word? Aesthetic or cosmetic gifts. I know in the past a lot of Christmas gifts were mechanical, you know, transmutation liquid or sculpting ones, but I'm not so sure whether bringing that back is a good idea. It does make players feel more appreciated, and it does lead to, you know, more subscriptions, but it also becomes something a little bit more OP, and it means we have to balance around it. Like the Farwalker amulet became something that was traded for a lot of money, and we had to actually nerf it in order to correct the issues it had raised. So it's a lot of situations like that. It's like, yeah, we'd like something that is cosmetic and cute and you can put in and look at it and it's great and it stands out as a Christmas gift and people feel appreciated by it, but we also don't want to create something that actually gives people advantages, especially if you have people that come in, new people that don't have it, and they're just like, well, I can't compete with that unless I actually go out and buy one. Okay, I can't get out of here. So we're at Sandy Mine South. Sandy Castles. Chateau d'Armand. Sandy Chapel. And there used to be a pile of arrows here that always frustrated me because it was right on the edge of Sandy Castles. And you'd see it all the time and go to pick it up and you'd get the "You cannot do this here. This is illegal" message, which always was just like, ah. We're just gonna go around here. Okay, so a lot of bison, a lot of cows, a lot of bulls. You know what, I'm not complaining. That's someone's breeding project, I think. And it's not bad. Whispering Winds. They can whisper all the cow stories. And here we've got horses. Nana. Ooh, I like Nana. Fleeta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5-speed single name. Whoever owns Whispering Winds, contact me. Sweet Unity, Hill Warrior, Gold Call. Pick Call, Flea Flash, Walking Fabiola, me. Please contact. There's a mine door there. Mine doors are something that's gone a huge update. I still remember seeing the gold mine door at first and it was just like this gold wall. And as you walk to it, it just disappeared and you're like, okay. Diamond tipped pickaxe of surface mining. I tell you what, I'll give you a cave bug cochineal. And you can tell yourself that'll help your surface mining. And we're coming up on MacGyver's Deed, so we might end it after that. Mostly because I'm trying to think of what's between there and home. And I might just wind that up there. So this is already the start of it. That's a massive rice or reed farming setup, as well as beautiful fields for animal raising. I refuse to give away one of your rare butchering knives. Congrats on... How'd the stream go? Did you have fun? You and Fab and some others were playing Deep Rock Galactic, weren't you? Oh no, a dead unicorn. Went well, you didn't die at all. So in other words, it was boring. If you're not dying, are you really having fun? So here we enter... Nah, it's still part of the lands of Wurm. Oh no! Has it disbanded? Amnesia Creek. Okay, no, I misremembered the size of it. Amnesia Creek is... It's just so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. We've got a small cart along with... Oh, it's the snowman, and that's a beautiful Christmas display. You know what? We're going to get a picture of this. This is going to go on social media. How about we do that? Start of the month, we'll do a Christmas display competition. So you set up your own little Christmas display, and you compete. Can we do another Christmas card like we did last year? I'm down for that. Yeah, that might be fun. And so we've got a Hell Scorpius here. A lot of horses. You can see some breeding projects, most breeding projects on Pristine are big. They like to go big. Look at that. No, we will not be involving my corpse at all. And so we go through here. The storage caravel, okay. That's really red. And hey, we got Jurgatha. So let's wave to Jurgatha.
Hello, how are you?
I don't think he's actually doing anything. Oh no, they said hello in local chat. It's a beautiful, beautiful deed. Oh, Legion of Anubis toll banner is good. The maiden standing at the edge of the ledge. I need something? Just looking. It's a pretty deed. And we have a Black Rift Beast along with a Straw Yule Reindeer. It's really nice. And that's so red. So red. It's still under construction. I can't wait to see it when it's finished. There we go. They're building some up there. Absolutely amazing work. We're not giving away a rare butchering knife this stream because... Why don't you give them away? Why don't you have in-game competitions? You know, just ask people, what's the square root of -9? And if they answer correctly, then they get the rare butchering knife. Jurgatha lives with MacGyver here. Yes, yes. So Jurgatha has side, and then MacGyver has a side. And of course they've got the lovely lavender and camellia, is it? Yeah, lavender and camellia fields afterwards. I like you enough to take part. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to park up here and then call it a day. Mostly because I need to go take care of some stuff. So I would like to thank you all for tagging along. Oh, venerable troll. We got to get along through here. So thank you all for coming and checking it out. If you'd like me to go somewhere and check something out on another server, let me know. I know Independence well. I know some parts of Xanadu and Pristine. If you want me to go to Chaos, last time I went to Chaos, a PvP server, I ended up trapped in a hole with Buddha. I'm not sure it's a great idea to just roam Chaos. Celebration. Yeah, but I'm looking for places with stuff in it. Celebration's just quiet. Was that large cart called Fabricant? Where? What large cart where? Fish cart. Dawn. So we're just gonna get to the end of this road. So I'm gonna take a shot of this because I love beautiful roads. Like just the idea that there's more ahead. There's a lot in this game that looks great. And this is one of them. And alright folks, thank you very much for watching us this week. I know the Shrimp-along's coming up and we'll be doing a lot there. We'll be dropping in, killing some people, maybe even accusing someone else of murder and having a little trial again. That was one of my most favorite parts of the Shrimp-along last year. But yeah, as always, keep on worming, keep on playing, and make sure that you catch us out next time. Make sure to follow if you haven't already. Keeps you in touch. And also, we put this up on YouTube, so follow the YouTube there as well. And as always, have a good day and keep on worming.
This would be the Wurm work song. Pick up your shovels. We're building a wall, building it high in Wurm, in Wurm. We're building a wall, building it long in Wurm, in Wurm. Unless we get to the end, we'll just start another wall in Wurm. We're digging a hole, digging it deep in Wurm. Wurm is waiting. We're digging a hole, looking for rock in Wurm. Wurm is waiting. But when we get to the end, we're just gonna fall from the bottom of Wurm. Oh yeah, we're mining some rock, a ton of good rock in Wurm. Working so hard. We're mining some rock, we're mining so hard in Wurm. Working so hard. When the cave bugs come nibbling, just grab your pick and get running. And we're building a house, a strong stone house in Wurm. A house in Wurm. And have bedrooms and bathrooms like hell it will in Wurm. A house in Wurm. When we finished our house, there'll be a strong warm home in Wurm. So we're building a town, a place to be.